Yes, welcome in everyone. It's Thursday. It's time for this week's edition of the full 10 questions. Yes, we're back once again with another weekly edition of the quiz. Tim here to defend his superb, it's got to be said, mate, 7-1 record on the season. I never saw that coming. I've got to be honest, I thought you'd be easily 500 at best. But how are you this evening, my friend?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good practice in. Full participant in practice, so that was good. I hope to exceed. I only care now because I want to keep that 1 to a 1, and I know I've got Adam Foxcroft, obviously the guy who has defeated me, in my corner. I think everyone else obviously wants me to lose at this point, but obviously, yeah, I like playing the villain as we enter pantomime season.
Indeed, mate, indeed. And your challenger this week, let's welcome him into the show, is Liam. You'll find him on Twitter at Dolphin Abroad. Liam, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, not too bad. I was just saying to you guys, I'm watching the Masters, trying to enjoy my today. So, yeah, it's been decent, thank you.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Very strange, the Masters in November, but it's been a strange old year, hasn't it? So
yeah, exactly.
Even stranger, mate, the Dolphins put in a nice little winning streak together.
Yeah, I know, getting some decent road wins. Tim was proving everyone wrong, shushing all the haters. So that's nice to see. And yeah, another big one this weekend. So yeah, hoping for another win, eh?
Has he got haters at this point?
Yeah. People I don't obviously follow the beat writers of the Dolphins, but Omar Kelly's been on his case the past 2 weeks. And yeah, it's been kicking off basically in Dolphins Twitter. I don't know, but I'm sure
is that because they bent Fitzpatrick though, or is that just a hate for Tua?
Yeah, potentially, because there was whole questions around him starting in the first place, especially going up against the Rams first game in. But yeah, the game against Arizona, he kind of, led us to a win. So can't really complain about that, can we?
No, he's certainly off to a good start, mate. He certainly is indeed. And like you said, it'd be nice to see the Dolphins put a good run together. Although it's getting very tight in that wildcard spot, so we'll see how that all shakes down. But anyway, that's enough NFL talk. We'll have plenty of that on the podcast, of course, on Monday. But everyone is here for the quiz and for the questions, fellas. So without further ado, let's clear all this stuff from the screen and bring in this week's questions. There we go on the screen. The boys are already loaded and in. So without further ado, fellas, here we go with this week's edition of the full 10 questions. Good luck to both of you.
Yeah, good luck. Let's go.
Good luck, Tim.
Lots of sportsmanship. Question 1. How many teams scored 10 or less points in week 9? Were there 1, 2, 3 or 4 said teams to score 10 points or less during the week? Perfect start for the fellas. There were 2 teams indeed. The Colts got 2-10, and the Bucks, of course, were the big letdowns of the week, only getting 3 points on the board. As always, you get bonus points the quicker you answer, and Liam quickest on the trigger there, getting the first one on the board. So well done there, Liam. Question 2 coming up then, fellas. Which Buffalo Bill scored the first of the team's 5 touchdowns against the Seahawks? Was it Gabriel Davis, Tyler Croft, Zach Moss, or Isaiah McKenzie? Again, 2 for 2. The fellas both been doing the research this week. Yeah, all 4 of those guys found the end zone, as did Josh Allen himself, but it was indeed Isaiah McKenzie who found the first touchdown of the game with the 25-yarder on the first drive of the game. Obviously, that big kickoff return set the Bills up, and it was a sign of things to come, to be fair, wasn't it? The Bills putting up 44 points against the Seahawks. 2 out of 2, and Tim quicker on the trigger that time, so actually overtakes Liam just on the strength of speed of answer. So let's see how we get on with question 3. Who was the only player to top 100 yards receiving in the Raiders versus Chargers? Was it Nelson Aguilar, Keenan Allen, Hunter Renfrow, or Mike Williams?
I think it was you.
So I'm giving you a couple of Raiders and a couple of Chargers to choose from.
I think it was him.
There we go. We have our first incorrect answer. Yeah, Nelson Aguilar and Hunter Renfro both picked up two individually big plays, but neither of them got over the 100-yard threshold. It was Keenan Allen who ended the day with 103. Obviously, he's become Justin Herbert's favourite target, and rightfully so. Yeah, he did indeed. He's been pretty good for the last few weeks, hasn't he? Tim pulling away. Let's see how question 4 treats you, Liam. Here we go. I want to know who scored the longest touchdown of the weekend. Was it Dalvin Cook? Was it DJ Chark? Was it Will Fuller? Or was it Terry McLaurin?
That's a good question. Liam's answered now. So DJ Chark
I got into decision.
DJ Chark was 73. Will Fuller was 76. I don't know the other two, though. Let's go Will Fuller, 76.
Yeah, it was indeed well worked out, mate. Dalvin Cook was a 70-yard rush. DJ Chark, 73. Will Fuller, 76. Terry McLaurin, although the pass only travelled about 5 yards in the air, the actual play went for about 68 yards as he raced away from a load of Jets, of course, on his way to the end zone for
I didn't know it was that long, actually, Will Fuller's play, so, yeah.
Yeah, it was indeed. Just as we are live, as usual, I say interact and get involved with us. And Tim, your biggest fan is watching. There's Adam. Look, come on, Tim. So your biggest fan is watching, mate. He's still the only person to take you down on the air.
No doubt he's wearing his Come On Tim t-shirt. He's got his tennis Tim Henman gear on. Come on, Tim.
Right, halfway stage, fellas. Question 5, as always, is the picture round. So the picture will reveal itself slowly to you. Type in the full name of the player that you think it is. As always, more points for the quicker that you answer. So here comes this week's picture.
There we go. What we got? I don't think it'd be him.
Tricky one this week. The fella's waiting for it to completely reveal itself.
I'll take a guess.
Can't think. Oh, here we go. There we go.
It's all about the number. All about the number.
It is. I thought for a second it was Juju Smith-Schuster, but then I was like, you wouldn't put that because
I saw the 8. And I was like, is that Eric Ebron?
I certainly didn't want any controversy about how you spell things, boys. So, yeah, it was indeed Eric Ebron. That was actually the game-winning play as he hurdled one of the Cowboys defenders. You can just see his foot sticking up there. Doing his best Philip Rivers impressions there, that defender, Tim, by the look of it, mate.
Very good.
So, yeah, both the fellas got that one right. So, well done, boys. Tim, 5 out of 5 at the halfway stage. You really have been doing your homework this week.
Tiger Tim fist bump.
Let's see what the back 9 present for you then, Liam. Keep the golf analogies going. Question 6. Which quarterback threw for more yards in the Jets versus Patriots game? Was it Joe Flacco or was it Cam Newton?
They were close, weren't they?
They were close. There was only 12 yards in it, fellas. But which one got the most yardage?
I'm going to go with... I think Cam scored 2, didn't he? Go Cam.
Yeah, I had to be quick there just to try and catch up.
Scoreboard pressure. But yeah, Tim right again. If he's the correct answer there with Cam Newton, Cam 274 to Flacco's 262. Joe Flacco actually moves above Joe Montana in all-time passing. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? Question 7, boys. How long was the missed field goal from Joey Sly that would have seen the Panthers beat the Chiefs on the final play of the game? Was it from 58, 61, 64, or 67 yards away?
I'm torn between 58 or 67. Now, was it a long? I can't remember if it was. I thought it was 69, so I suppose by that reckoning I have to go 67.
Yeah. It was indeed 67, mate. It was indeed, yeah. He pushed it right. He actually missed an earlier one from 51 as well. It was a day that the wind was playing a bit of havoc in this one. Even Harrison Butker missed one as well, which shows you it wasn't an easy day for kicking at all. So, yeah. 67, though, would have been a career long, obviously, but just sailed wide right. Tim, you're getting yourself a fan club. We've got comments all over. You've got another man in your fan club. Look,
Here we
Tony
go.
Woodruff watching. Come on, Team Tim.
I'm on for what's that? I'm on for a beautiful South here. Perfect 10. Beautiful South reference for anyone.
You are indeed. Let's see if you can continue it, mate, with question 8. Who recorded the Chicago Bears' longest rush of the day against the Titans? Was it Nick Foles? Was it Cordero Patterson, David Montgomery, or was it Barkevius Mingo?
That's a tough question, that.
That is a tough question. Barkevius Mingo, is that a punt return? Is that a interception return?
No, it was a rush.
He's a Bear, isn't he? Yeah, it was a rush. All right,
It was a rush.
I don't know this one. I'm going to go Cordero Patterson.
It actually was indeed the fake punt to Barkevius Mingo.
12 yards, 13 yards?
It was 11 yards. Unbelievable. The lead back, or the supposed lead back in the offense, David Montgomery's longest rush of the day, fellas, 5 yards.
Excellent.
I think even I could get 5 yards in the NFL.
Not behind that Bears. Not behind that Bears.
No, yeah, definitely not.
Fair comment, maybe not. Liam closing the gap. Importantly, it's not all over, Tim. Despite your stellar performance, he's actually chipping away at your heels. So question 9 is going to be an important one.
Yeah.
It was another stuttering display on offense from the Baltimore Ravens. I want to know who led them in receiving yardage. Was it Marquise Brown? Was it Mark Andrews? Was it Nick Boyle? Or was it Willie Snead?
I don't know this one either. Oh,
yeah. It's between 2 for me.
I'm going to go. Willie Snead had 100 yards last week, didn't he? So I'm going to go. Do you know what? I'm going to go left field and go Nick Boyle. Yes.
He's gone left field and he's found the correct answer. It was indeed Nick Boyle. 46 yards for Nick Boyle. The other options that were there, 38 for Marquise Brown, 37 this week for Willie Snead. As you say, it's a bit of a come down after a good performance the week before. Mark Andrews he's been forgotten about, hasn't he? 22 yards for a guy that was routinely, getting triple digits in terms of receiving yardage and was reliable for touchdowns week after week. He's really fell off a cliff, hasn't he?
I tell you, the reason I went for Nick Boyle was because I did in the preview that's come up in a couple of days, obviously for week 10, I did a bit on Mark Andrews, saying that he's only had 3 receptions, no more than 3 receptions in the last 3 weeks. And I heard someone say the other day that something about Nick Boyle, and I thought, maybe he's getting more targets, and maybe it's because off of the back of that game. So there you go, subliminal, not useless information in the back of my brain.
Absolutely, mate. Always good to retain a bit of useless information. You never know when it might come and serve you well. Final question then, boys. Liam, I don't think you're going to catch Tim. He probably is going to be improved to 8-1, but even just for a bit of pride, mate, the final question, as always, put the list into the correct order and then submit your answer for me. So quite simply, I'm going to give you 4 quarterbacks and I want you to order them for me in terms of passing yardage. So who had the most and finish with who had the least. So your 4 to sort out for me are Drew Brees, Alex Smith, Tua and Jake Luton.
Oof.
I know who's first, I believe. After that, a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with this.
I don't know what Breeze got, but then he was in a blowout, but then he performed actually quite well. I don't know what to go. Luton. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Don't know.
Yeah.
Neither of the fellas getting it right. There's your correct answer, boys. Alex Smith 3 for 325 coming off the bench. Jake Luton 304, Tua 248, and Drew Brees, like you say, Tim, didn't have to do an awful lot because it was a blowout victory, but a very efficient 222 yards for Drew Brees. We know who's won then, ladies and gents, but let's just confirm the scores on the doors. Obviously, finishing in the runners-up position this week, our challenger, Liam, with a respectable 5 out of 10. But Tim, 8 out of 10. That's got to be a season high, 8 out of 10, mate. Well done indeed.
Cheers. I'm pleased with that. I say a full participant in practice, put a full shift in. Happy with that.
As you should be, mate. As you should be indeed. Really good performance there from Tim. Obviously, as we always say, come and get involved, take us on. It's all a bit of fun, isn't it? At the end of the day, we're here for a bit of banter, and let's face it, we're not going anywhere for the next few weeks, are we? So we might as well make the most of it and have a bit of fun with the quiz.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think we'll do next week. We might get 2 people next week, so we can feel someone on that third podium.
Yeah, that's a very good idea, mate. Very good idea. If we can get a couple of guests, why not? He must be feeling cocky now. Look, he wants multiple people to take you on. He really getting to him now. Just in terms of the Twitter handles, I've just put them back on the screen. Liam, where can people come and find you and all the work that you're doing, my friend?
Yes, so as you can see, at Dolphin Abroad on Twitter, doing my DFS stuff for King Fantasy Sports, which is at K_Fantasy Sports on Twitter. And then, do my betting stuff, which you can find on my Twitter as well on Sunday mornings.
Yeah, really excellent work, mate. Keep it up. Good content as usual. Obviously, for myself and Tim, you can get in touch with us through the Full 10 Yards social account. But if you want to speak with either of us individually, either at Sean_F10Y or at Tim_Monk F10Y. Talk all things football, all things Full 10 Yards. As it's Thursday, the game previews for the weekend will be out tomorrow, looking at all the games across week number 10 in the NFL. And of course, myself and Tim will be back on the YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook channel on Monday night, discussing it all on next week's podcast. But for now, for another week and to close out yet another Mr. Monk victory, it's bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.